To get this structure fully ready to put the roof on, I need to add some boards along the outsides there on both sides and here on both sides. That serves kind of a dual purpose. It just kind of finishes everything off, but more importantly, it protects the ends of these boards, because if you leave those exposed to the elements, over time, that is a vulnerable part of the lumber. So what I'm going to do is put 2x4s along this side, and I'm going to do that first because then I'm going to come along and I'm going to put a 2x8 across the front and the back. And the reason that I'm doing a 2x8 there is because I have a 2x4 sitting flat on top of a 2x6. And that measurement is going to add up nicely so that my 2x8 will pretty much hit the bottom of that 2x6 all the way across. Working on this side of the shed is really annoying because it's got a hillside that comes right down to it. So I can't really get a ladder in there in a really reliably stable way. So as much I can do beforehand, the better. So what I've done is I've come along and I've kind of pre-drilled screws so I can tack it up there in order to get started with this. Now, I know that my boards on top there are at about 18 inches on center. So I came in 1.5 inches from the end here, and then I measured every 18 inches all the way down the board so that I could be sure to kind of grab some of the meat there. I need to make sure that this side is at the top end, because I really don't want to be up there with the skill saw kind of teetering on the edge of existence. And I, of course, don't have a board that is exactly the measurement that I need. So once this is up there, I'm going to come along and trim it so that I can get my next board in to kind of share that 2x4 and keep going down the line. All right, I got this one up there. And then I can just continue on down the road here. I am gonna have to trim this last one because when I had to fix this. And so when I put it up there, I didn't really worry too much about having it the correct length because I knew that I could reach it really easily to trim it. So gonna do that and keep on trucking. A word about maximizing materials. So I have one more 2x4 and I need to use it as my long 2x4 on the other side here. So what that means is that I have to use 2 shorter ones to fill in this space here. It's fine. Each one of them is going to be held in 3 places. And so I'm going to do that instead of going and spending 10 bucks on a 2x4 because there's a lot of wood in this structure. And if I were to buy this lumber new, this would be a several $1,000 woodshed. I don't know about you all, but that's not the world I'm living in right now. All right, so one side is done and I'm losing daylight, so I'm probably gonna call it a day right here because I have to make dinner and get ready for Monday. Because yeah, we work in addition to this homesteading stuff. So now I'm coming along the other side and I'm gonna put this long 2x4 up. I've pre-drilled 3 screws and I'm gonna set the short side up first. That way on this side, I can put my short pieces up at the top there. The ground on this side is a lot more level once I move all this wood out of the way. So it's gonna be a lot safer for me to work up at that end of it with the ladder. Cool, thank you. Now, I took out the big guns here, standing in front of me, because we're about 10 feet off the ground here, and it's not safe to do this by myself. So basically we've got this tacked up along the top into this board, and then we're coming behind and and putting it into the rafter.
So.
Good enough for government work.
Ain't that the truth? Better than government work.
Amen. Ta-da! We're all boxed in and ready for roofing.